Hello, collective. Welcome to my channel, The Show Love Tarot. I am Show Love. And this is a collective read today for the week of April 11th. But this is a timeless read. Whenever you hear this or see this, this is for you. It's timeless, so whenever you hear it, it's for you. So again, thank you for coming. And before we start, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if anything resonates with you throughout this reading. Again, this is a collective. And I pull from arcanas and then I clarify with the minors. I call the minors the minors. So here we go. The first card that came out for you, collective, was the Tower in reverse. This is a sign that many of you are kind of coming out of a challenging time, perhaps a dark night of the soul. When I pulled this card, it was kind of telling me that a challenging experience is coming to an end. And it's not just the experience, but the external experience, but this was more of an internal experience as well, because this card, the Tower in reverse, was clarified by the Queen of Cups, right? A very intuitive, a very clear, crystal clear with your emotions, of how you feel, just a clarity, an intuitiveness, trust in self, trust in just a balance of all of your emotions, right? This is a very loving, a very nurturing card. So this Tower has caused you to kind of go within. Yep. Learn to trust your intuition. It's almost as if this is a end of a test, like a karmic test for some of you. The next major that came out after the Tower was the Moon card. I love this card. The Moon card, another very water sign. This card is usually connected to Cancer. But this is the Moon card that came after the Tower. And what this tells me is that you guys had to, you guys, the collective, all of us really, after a really challenging time, like you guys have kind of chose to kind of hide out. Some of you have been, we've been coming, this could be dealing with pandemic. Some of you have been sheltering in place and still sheltering in place. But during this time, this it's been really challenging for a lot of you. And some of you just been hiding out, and there's a lot of anxiety about entering the world again for some of you. This Tower for others have to deal with because the Tower was clarified by the Cups, and this is really a card of intuition and trusting your own intuition and seeing clearly. A lot of you had to take a deep dive into yourself, doing this. You really had to look at yourself, and some of you did some shadow work. Look at that. Look at there. Some of you had to really look at yourself and your situations and stuff, and you really had to make some changes. And, a lot of people have some hard times with change. But this Tower and this change has caused you to strengthen your intuition. You've had to trust your own intuition. I feel like there's some of you here that may have taken some advice from someone else, and that advice didn't pan out. And you suffered a loss and it caused you not to trust anyone. You don't know who to trust. and that's caused you some insecurity. The next card that came out was the Strength card in reverse. But what this looks like to me is that this was kind of like, there's that saying that, you build character through adversity. And a lot of you are using this opportunity to build some character. Like some of you realize something about either your character or someone else's character that you really you weren't aware of someone's character. It was hidden. And this tower moment kind of brought it out, and you're having to get over it. You're having to look at things for, what they are, and trust your intuition. Trust what you see. Trust those red flags. Trust the lessons that you learn. You're collecting your wisdom. There was some wisdom that was gained for a lot of you. There was some wisdom that was gained in this tower, right? That brought out some shadow work, some things you had to face, either about yourself or someone else or your situation. Could be people in your past, could be your own sort of mental conflict, your own sort of emotional state that blocked your blessing, that kept you weak, that kept you from new beginnings, because that's what came out next to clarify all of this. This Ace of Wands, look at that. You could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but this is a lot of action, a lot of movement, some new beginnings, a new opportunity. Could be an offer of a job, offer of a new position. It also could be a new attitude. A lot of you are coming out of this tower with a new attitude, right? More self-control. You're lacking that self-control, and that's what this time that this tower caused you to go into, this time of retreat, this time of just cutting off from the world for a while, and having some internal enlightenment about all of these shadows that you were having. And now look, you're wiser. High Priestess, you're wiser. A lot of you have had to go on a deep spiritual route. A lot of you have had to, face some judgment. A lot of you have been called to deepen your faith and trust in the unknown, because this tower caused a lot of connections, a lot of things to be revealed, and now it's like, who can I trust? Have faith and trust in yourself. And a lot of you have been working with your ancestors, and that's awesome. But you're learning to trust yourself and trust that you are be your own Pied Piper, right? Follow your own intuition. Follow your own, a lot of you guys are moving towards your North Node. If you don't know what that is, maybe you should get a astrology read. You could do that, astrology.com. I think it's very easy. And find out what your North Node is. And, this tower just pushed you further towards your North Node, your destiny, your raison d'etre, your reason for living. A lot of this, the pandemic made a lot of us, put some things on hold, some things that we were passionate about, some things that we're moving forward to. We had to deal with some real life situations. We had to deal with, some, illnesses, and, not knowing, the fear of the unknown. It really caused everyone to sort of go within. And now we're coming out of that. And we're taking all this wisdom, learning to trust intuition, being more discerning. This 4 Cups came out to clarify the moon. Be more discerning. You're not going to take, things for face value anymore. You're not just going to believe what everyone's telling you. You're going to, be more patient in the decisions that you're making, right? And only take on things that benefit your path, your passion. Only take on things that benefit your passion. Some of you may have been realizing how, maybe a toxic trait of yours was always putting other people's situations ahead of yours, and that was causing you to miss out on some things. But now, after that tower, you've learned some lessons. You're like, no, you know what? I'm just going to focus on what is mine to focus on. And, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It only matters what I'm doing. And what I'm doing with what, and you're managing your time. You're managing your emotions. You're managing, you're not letting others, you're blocking some manipulation. You're controlling your emotions. You're not allowing, like I said, a lot of you were heavily influenced by others. And you weren't following your own passion. You're following the crowd, and now you're not. You're resisting that now. You're following because it costs you a tower. Not trusting your own intuition costs you a tower. But now that you've learned to trust your own intuition, you have that 9 of Cups. Look at that. You're very satisfied. You're like, okay, no, I'm good. Yep. This is almost like, for this reading, it's almost like I just heard, sticks and stones may break my bones. Words that never hurt me. We just had that whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. I am on I have my own opinion about it, but, there's a time to manage your emotions. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm team Will Smith, but this is a card of protecting those emotions, not letting others manipulate you to, act in a certain way. Know when you're being manipulated, right? Knowing when you're being manipulated. Look at this for. Look at this cup out here taunting. Like, no, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay focused on the cups that are grounded, not the emotionals that are in the air and out of control. You're just going to stay settled and keep your emotions in check. And look, your cups get filled up. You start trusting yourself. You start having victories after victories. 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse. Like I said, you're destined for victory. You just have to trust it. You just have to trust yourself. This is what happens when you follow the crowd. You get that you're like almost victorious. Once you start trusting your own intuition, you're all the way victorious, and people are following you. Your stick is higher. Because you're following your passion. You're not following anyone else's passion. So it's like regaining your passion for what you had before that tower came. Whether it's whether it's you had an illness or relationship ended, job ended. There's a lot that's happened over these past few couple of years. But that's coming to a close. You just have to stop following fools. Stop doing foolish things. Having foolish attitudes. You're coming to, look, contentment, new attitude. You're finding out what that is. You're rediscovering. You're resurrecting. Look at that, death in reverse. You're resurrecting what brought you joy and passion, and you're letting go whatever it is that doesn't. Right? Whether it's a relationship, a lot of you have had, partnerships, whether it's friends or family. But look, you're putting yourself in control. You're taking authority of your own life. Look at that. Look at that. the magician. You're realizing that you control your reality. You control everything, your emotions, your coins, your thoughts. What else is in there? Your actions. Look at that. And when you do, look at all that blossom. Staying focused on your passion. Getting back on track to what you're on. Putting yourself in the pilot seat. Putting yourself back in control. Right? So you can bring more happiness. Let go of that sadness that you've been dealing with. And then you get that Ace of Cups. Look at that. That's good news, love bugs. That's good news. Just got to keep going. Keep going and trust yourself. Take action. Some of you have been stuck. You're either now taking action, or is there some action coming towards you? You're about to be offered something. Take it. Take it. Take it. Pass the baton. Take the baton. It's about to be passed to you. You've gone through a great deal of growth and transformation. It's time to celebrate that. It's time to put that into action. All that you've learned during this time of struggle, during this tower that you've experienced, it's time to put all of that you've learned, put it into action. Put that into action. And trust your intuition. And all will be well. You will get this victory. You're looking for a victory. There's some communication that you haven't had. It's coming through. Could be about a collaboration. Working with someone. You don't really see this coming, but you will have to make a decision. You may have to travel. Don't hesitate. If you hesitate, you will lose some coins. Don't hesitate. And look at that. You're happy. You will find your happy place. The Four of Wands. You will have a solid foundation. This tower. Don't regret the past. Don't regret this tower. See the tower for what it was. It's getting you to your Four of Wands. To a deeper place of stability. Trust it. It's yours. Don't worry about it. It's yours. Trust and believe. And I'll wrap it up by reading this for you. It's from, I love this book. Think and Grow Rich. Right? So I just went to a random page for this read today. And this is what I found. It says, opinions, the seed of procrastination. Keep your own counsel. Keep your own counsel. Trust your intuition. By reaching your own decisions and following them, taking action. Make a decision to block all, fuckery. Take charge, be in control. Take action and follow through. Keep your own counsel by reaching your own decisions and following them. So hope this helps you all. Thank you for joining me again, and I appreciate you coming to my channel. Again, check the links out below, and I hope this helped you. And until next time.